tells him, you're a prophet, you are a mighty man of God, but I want to use you. And your body is what I'm going to use to pass a message. He tells Ezekiel, for 1 good year, more than 1 year, 390 days. 390 days ni ayas 365 days. Sindio? So that means 390 days. That is strange. He tells him, Ezekiel, sleep on your right hand side. Which one is your right hand side? Sleep on your right hand side in your house. Now, this looks crazy. If Abednego comes on Sunday and sleeps here and he says he's preaching, and he sleeps and he does not do anything, and he says he's a preacher, you're going to say it's crazy. You will wonder. In fact, some people take photos and say, the man these days is a madman. Then for the 90 days, God put him in that position, and God is still using him in that position. You know, there are some people who think that God can use you when you're moving up and down. It's a lie. God can use you even when you're not moving. God can use you in a very simple way. So 390 days, the man of God, he's sleeping. And when he's sleeping, God says your diet will not be delicacies, but you will be eating cow dung. You will not be waking up. For 390 days, don't wake up. And when you are sleeping for 390 days and you're not waking up, for example, when I'm sleeping with one side on my bed, I wake up in the morning, I feel the muscles are aching. Now, for 390 days, just imagine. The prophet was suffering. He felt like changing, but God said, don't change. Don't sleep on your back. Don't sleep with your tummy. Sleep on your right hand side. Crazy. The muscles are aching, you are in pain, and you are not eating good diet. 390 days. Then, after sleeping for 390 days on his right hand side, God tells him, wake up. Before he begins to celebrate, because Ezekiel now says, better. Now I am up. God tells him, now go on your left hand side for 40 days. It is inhuman. It does not make sense. So this man called Ezekiel, God used him in a cruel way. His life was used as a message to the nation. And I've seen some people going through tough times, and they don't know that God has taken their life to pass a message. I've seen people who their marriage have broken. To some extent, it is painful, but God could use it as a message. I've seen people who are hustling for jobs for 20 years, but God is using that state to use them as a conduit to pass a message. I've seen people who God has deliberately refused to heal them on time, and God has used that to pass a message to his people. And that's why when you are saying, God use me, you should be ready for God to use you the way he wants to use you. You should not be giving God orders of how you want God to use you. Because many people want to be used of God, but not very many people want to pay the price of being used of God. It's not easy. That's why Jesus said, carry your cross and follow me. Because carrying the cross is not easy. It's a burden. It means there's denial. You need to deny yourself of some things. So for 40 days, Ezekiel is sleeping, and God is still giving him inspirations. And the man is writing God's message when sleeping on his left hand side. It was so cruel. Then after those days, God tells him, wake up. Now, when Ezekiel was sleeping down, there were people who were coming to see Ezekiel because they knew he was a prophet. Ezekiel was not speaking to them. He was just sleeping for 40 days. They were, can you give us a burden from the Lord? Can you give us an oracle from God? Ezekiel is not speaking, but he's just sleeping. Then when he woke up, God now transcribed a message to the nation. Because sometimes God will use such a cruel way to pass a message. Amen? Amen. So this was the man called Ezekiel. And that's how God used him. So here where we are reading today, I was giving a background. So for you to understand, so that you don't forget that he slept for 390 days and he slept on 40 days, you can remember when Abednego was sleeping here. It is easy for you to remember. See,